Atomy creates and distributes high-quality products. Things we all use every day, such as shampoo, conditioner, soap, toothpaste and toothbrushes, beauty items, cosmetics, health supplements, and much more. And Atomy is committed to bringing these prestige luxury items to the mass market. This strategy is known as mastige. And Atomy's concept is to enable consumers to swap brands. Atomy has an ethos of absolute quality, absolute price. It means Atomy is dedicated to ensuring its products are of a quality that is unmatchable for the price customers pay. And it's so simple to switch brand when what's on offer is unbeatable in quality and price. Remember that. Absolute quality, absolute price. Quality that is as good as, if not better, than designer brands at a fraction of the price. Atomy is an online shop or shopping mall. And hey, it's free and easy to join and set up an account. Yes, free to join. And once registered as a member, you have exclusive access to the Atomy product range. Here's the really good part. Buying from Atomy gives you points, known as personal point value, or to keep it really short, PPV. Each product has its own PV. Your PPV accumulates and never expires. You only have to make one purchase a year, no matter how small, to keep your account active. And that's no problem, because you love Atomy's absolute quality and absolute price, right? It gets better. You share Atomy's secret with others, they become members, and when they shop, you all earn PV. And what does PV mean? Cash, paid to you as commission. This is a new age of retail. Atomy puts the consumers first and rewards them for their loyalty. Although some members simply choose to shop for their own personal needs, many decide to develop their membership into full-time, lucrative businesses. Let's look at how this works in a little more detail. Let's say you recommend Atomy to your cousin, Jane, because you love using Atomy products so much. You become Jane's sponsor and give her your ID to enable her to register as an Atomy member. Jane is then automatically registered under your A market, your left leg. Then you recommend to your friend Adam, and he becomes registered in your B market, your right leg. Adam could be in Canada or China. Atomy membership is global. You, or Jane, or Adam can then sponsor more members to join your left or right leg, your A or B markets. They are added down the line, and they don't need to live in your country either. Everyone in each of your market legs generates PV. Remember that? Point value? You have your own PV, and every day your market legs generate group PV. As soon as your own PV exceeds 10,000, earned from purchasing one Atomy shampoo or face wash, for example, and each of your market legs exceeds 300,000 each month, you earn commission. Everyone in each of your market legs who qualifies becomes eligible to receive the same amount of commission. The larger your markets and the greater the collective PV, the higher the commission will be. And it's worth noting, keeping your market legs equally balanced is important. Group PV is calculated on the leg with the smaller PV volume. This is part of the secret of success with Atomy. Hard work is never wasted. And it doesn't stop there. As your network grows, so does your regular collective PV. And the hard work invested takes you higher up the ranks of mastership, which comes with life-changing bonuses. You can cherish the spirit of Atomy through its products of absolute quality and absolute price. You can share the good news and reap great rewards by doing so. You may have discovered Atomy compensation videos on YouTube or Channel Atomy already. More details about how it works is freely available. And Atomy's Success Academies and seminars will provide regular, inspiring support to members, and prospective members too. Absolute quality, absolute price. Atomy you can trust.
Thank you, everyone, and welcome to our Global Top Seminar. Today is the 3rd of February, and yes, welcome everyone for once again. And I am your host for today, Diamond Master Daniel. And for our Quranic interpretation, we have our Diamond Master Mu. Thank you so much, Diamond Master. And so once again, before we begin, we start off with our company motto. So if you can all join me, that would be wonderful. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's begin. Cherish the
Cherish the
spirit, create the vision. Follow
Follow
the
the
faith,
faith,
serve in humility. Thank you so much. And so yes, it's been a wonderful new beginning, and today is another great month. February is the 2nd month of the year, with a lot of new beginnings. Like a few days ago, for some, it was the Chinese New Year or the Lunar New Year, and so it was a great time to celebrate our cultural heritage and just experience and enjoy where we come from. Is no matter where we live, we can all express that kind of stuff. And so before we begin, we have a just short video. I would like to show you guys, if you could just pull that up.
In this episode, we'll be introducing 9 global Atomy branches around the world, from Mexico to New Zealand, that were opened in the first half of 2021. From Atomy Mexico to New Zealand. Shall we go meet them now? Hola! Atomy Mexico! Atomy Mexico, promoting our Atomy brand to Spanish-speaking Latin America. With the launch of Him in April of 2018, they've achieved swift growth so far. We're rooting for Mexico's continued success. Atomy Thailand, aiming to be the Atomy hub of the Indo-Chinese Peninsula. Atomy Thailand is preparing for launching their first GSGS product. Atomy Thailand, Sue, Sue, Sue! Atomy Australia. Melting pot of multi-ethnic cultures, Atomy Australia is showing Atomy's true potential in expanding overseas. We're all cheering for the success of Atomy Australia. Moving over a continent to Atomy Indonesia. Indonesia's population is about 300 million.
It means there are numerous opportunities to promote Atomy. Next up is Russia. Russia, where Eastern and Western cultures coexist in one country. After Atomy Russia has opened, we have more chances to reach East European markets. Atomy Russia aims to expand its business in Eurasia through the merit of the Russian language and customs unions. Cheer up! Atomy Colombia, the first Latin American branch of Atomy. In 2020, the whole world suffered from COVID-19, but that couldn't stop Atomy, right? Let's go to Colombia. We send our sincere support to our new branch, Atomy Colombia. Atomy Colombia, vamos, vamos, vamos! Atomy Hong Kong, another charming addition within the Chinese market, connecting all of China and Asia together as our Atomy hub, Atomy Hong Kong. Looking forward to it. Home to 1.4 billion people, Atomy India. Just as global companies are flocking to India for its limitless growth opportunities, Atomy has also quickly got into the Indian market. We're being told Atomy India is having a slightly difficult time registering and launching Atomy products as a supplemental health food, but we're certain we'll be seeing our absolute quality healthcare products there soon. Come on, let's do it! Another great challenge in Oceania, Atomy New Zealand. Atomy New Zealand is our first overseas branch in 2021. We're all hoping and rooting for their success. From Atomy Korea to Atomy New Zealand, we've explored our global Atomy branches in these last 2 episodes together with Woody, Swan, and Mongsang. Global Atomy, with its continuing expansion, aiming next for Turkey, the UK, Latin America, and Europe. Atomy is always ready and prepared for the challenge. All Atomy Global members, let's go further than before, together. Global Atomy. Aza, aza, aza!
Thank you so much. Yes, that was a very inspirational video. You can see that Atomy is growing even to this day, right? Even though it was the pandemic and people are still suffering and it's difficult times, but as a company as a whole, Atomy is continuing to grow in the future, which proves to us that this is a very reliable and trustworthy company that we can stick around for, because if you invest in a company, you want them to last, whether there's going to be difficult times or economical crises. It has to last for 100 years if it's going to actually make you money. And so during this crisis, Atomy has really proven to us that that is what they can do. And so we're going to move along now for our first speaker, who's going to do a product presentation. So I'd like to welcome our sales master, David.
Hello, my name is David Kim. I am a sales master at TorontoTOP. Today I'll just be doing a brief 2 products from Atomy. I have discussed this product before, but considering it's been a while and just to get people to know if there's new people in our meeting today. So this product today is Atomy's Hydro Brightening Care Set. This is $59 before tax and has a PV of 27,000. So this set is really good for all seasons, for spring, summer, fall, and winter. But this is the best for the summertime, I would say, for a specific reason, for the UV light from the sun. This Hydra helps the skin from irritations just from the environmental factors and weather, how it is, and how some weathers will irritate our skin. It has a very nice cooling effect and has a refreshing feel to it as well. It also has these 2 specific ingredients to make our skin more improve elasticity and to brighten our skin tone. So this Hydra Brightening Capsule Essence is a 2-in-1 toner, and the essence, so after you wash your face, and you would usually put your toner and other things, but you could skip everything else after this toner and go straight into the cream that we have as well. As you can see here, this is the capsule, and the capsule has the main 3 ingredients for this capsule, but then the most important ingredient for this capsule is the vitamin E, as it is essential for our skin, for the antioxidants and the moisturizations for our skin to have a very good protection for our skin. The cream here is pink because it has a natural vitamin B12 color. This is the natural color of it. So this is how you know that Atomy's products are natural as well. And this is for the antioxidant and the skin barrier protection. These are mainly the fruits that is in this Hydra set as well. So for balancing out our skin tone, if you have a very oily skin, but you don't have a lot of water to your face or to your skin, I mean, then I would highly recommend you to try the Hydra Brightening Set, because as you have lack of water in your skin, this will actually help you and make your skin more moisturized and to help you feel and have a better refreshing feeling to your skin. The next one is Atomi's Milk Thistle. So right now, this is not in Canada, but is in some countries like Korea and the States and some other countries as well. Right now, we are doing it for $45 after tax and has a 12,600 PV. So just a quick explanation of what milk thistle and what's important. What this is important for is our liver, as we should take milk thistle every day, is because our liver is actually one of our biggest and heaviest organs in our body. And we actually overwork our liver a lot as we eat and drink specific foods. If you like to drink alcohol, or if you like to eat a lot of red or white meat, this will actually make our liver very fatty as we drink and consume those things. But for Atomi's Milk Thistle, this will actually help clean and protect our liver, as Atomi's Milk Thistle has a filter and a detox, so it'll help our body as well. And if you consume not only just alcohol or meat, but if you also eat Advil or Tylenol on a daily basis, about once every couple of days, then you should also eat milk thistle, as Advil and Tylenol is not really good for our body, and it also has chemicals to release in our body. So this will actually help get rid of those toxins in the Advil and Tylenol and help our daily lives and have a better liver. So it'll protect us from having any other liver diseases and any viruses. So I'd highly recommend you guys to try this product, as I use this for myself, as I have gout, so I can't really eat specific food sometimes. So I use milk thistle as well to just prevent myself getting like damaged any further. So it's very good and it helps me a lot. So I'd highly recommend these two products. And yes, thank you for listening.
Thank you so much for that product presentation. Yes, if you haven't tried out any of those products, I highly recommend it, especially for the Hydra Brightening or even the Milk Thistle. For those who especially like to drink or consume a lot of meat, can be very helpful because you want to be healthy as well as rich and live a long life, right? Money without health, it doesn't mean anything if you just pass away. And so, let us all continue to maintain a healthy lifestyle and yeah, continue to use those products. And so next up, we have our company and marketing. And so I'd like to welcome our sales master, Luke Kim, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Luke Kim, of course, and here I'm from TOPSen터. And so once again, I have the opportunity to give you the company introduction and marketing plan. We'll just go through some of the basics from my PowerPoint presentation. And hopefully from what you learned from today, it'll reinforce what you understand about Atomy and your belief in the marketing plan because of how structured it is for our benefit. So let's go through the PowerPoint presentation and learn more, or review at least, about what we know about Atomy. So just a brief introduction to the marketing plan. So going through some of the short history, we have 2009 when Atomy officially started, where they partnered up with Core-Mark B&H. A very important milestone is in Atomy because this is where they first got the opportunity to have access to that high quality product that we understand and use today. Because Core-Mark B&H was a company that was producing products like Hemuhim, our skincare, but then they had no access to market it or sell it, because within our current society, it's not a matter of how good a product is, it's a matter of how well you can have the audience or the consumers want it more. If they think it's amazing but they don't want it, then the company can't really do anything about it. Or if the product is so good that it cures all disease, then it becomes very difficult to sell, right? But then if they have an access to provide good products through Atomy, then have that loyal consumer, they were able to kind of use that partnership, use what they're good at. Comart B&H was good at making products that were high quality, like our Hemohim and skincare, and partnered up with Atomy that had that vision to make a system that works and benefit the consumer and the members within Atomy. That's their cooperation that took place. And Comart B&H, being part of a government-funded organization called CARI, shows you good foundation in their structure and their motivation to produce and research and improve. There was this kind of background, so they were a reliable company to work with. So from there, they started, but then in this short time, they were able to kind of work with it. But then at the early stage of Atomy, it was quite poor. They had no income really. There was just barely starting. It was very unfortunate individuals who were part of the situation, and it could have gone in any direction. But to the effort of the CEO and all the members and the product that actually sold itself, they were able to move forward. And then 2013, 2019, move into a new location. Before, they had only a signboard like this, but now they moved on to having a location here in the mountains with nice scenery that has an amazing structure for the members to be able to work and progress Atomy further. So now a new location of a bigger location, a better location for the members to do what they need to do. So from all that work, 2020 annual revenue was $1.73 billion USD, and global members of 15 million members. It is continuously growing. 15 million members out of the 7 billion people is very small amount, but through the effort and work, everyone is enjoying the product and it's expanding continuously. And now if you look inside the environment, Atomy maximize their facility to be able to accommodate for creativity and freedom for the members so that their imagination, their creativities, and their actions can provide resource, environment, and things that we can use to better our success, to make our step towards success one step easier, one step faster, 1 year quicker. In this way, they are always working in an environment that provides and fosters that creativity within them so that they're able to be their best, to be motivated to do better, not forced to do something and then try to get it done as soon as possible so that they can relax. It's not that kind of environment. It's wanting to do something in that sense. And then with their layout, they make it possible to adapt to whatever situation, to make it comfortable, make it free for the members so that that is possible. And of course, we can see the evidence because through the 10 years or 12 years that Atomy has been around, we have 23 branches that opened around the world and doing amazing in each one. And there's 23 that third that opened up recently as well. So with that, the company is always growing. It's improving its steps. It's has all of its keys and components to better the business for each members, both in the company and in the distribution, the people like us. Now going into the heart of this strategy that Atomy works with. From learning about Comart B&H, we know that Atomy functions with absolute quality. That is the number one thing that we need to keep in mind. The product is of the highest standard. That has to be absolute. There can't not be a decrease in standard over time as well, because this is what the consumer are relying on. This is what we trust the company for. We're looking for them and we trust that whatever they give us is going to be good. Of course, sometimes it doesn't match us. Everyone's human. We don't have the absolute science that does everything yet. Well, we're always improving and always need better stuff, newer stuff. Atomy works towards doing that as well. But then ultimately, we are a consumer, so we are worried about the price. But then Atomy does better with that too. Absolute price, reducing the cost at every single step, not just from their perspective, not from their side, but from the manufacturer side to the consumer side, so that it is affordable for the consumer and everyone as well. So they take extra care in making that price reasonable for all consumers. Of course, there's things that they cannot cut, the manufacturing costs, the actual raw material costs, that goes into play. But everything else they reduced, and as it progressed, they do their best to reduce the price instead of increasing the price based on demands. So instead of, if more people like toothpaste, they don't go like, oh, we can up the price now, they still buy it. It's not the case. They reduce the price, or in the past, they added more to the product instead of changing the price or anything like that. So in the same price that we get it at, we get it at more quantity. So they're always doing that to support and help the consumers, to give valuables and to have that trust in that quality is what they have and that you can get it at a reasonable price as well, the absolute price. Where even if you wanted to get it anywhere else, you will not be able to get it at a lower price. Even the company that created the product won't be really necessarily be able to sell it to you at the same price, because Atomy takes extra care in providing that absolute price. And another thing that Atomy does to support each company that's part of Atomy is the GSGS strategy, global sourcing, global sales. I think you heard about the video that from Thailand, they're creating a GSGS product as well, being a product that each country has resource with. They produce the product and then they give it and distribute it to the rest of the world, because Korea has very good products, but they don't have all the resources around the world. Of course, they have good areas and they will focus on that areas to provide to the rest of the world, while different countries will focus on what they are good at, or the product company that they're working with is good at, to provide to the rest of the world, so that we can get the best product that's global. And when we think about Atomy, we think about it as a network marketing business. So there is things that we have recognition of, or things that we have in mind when we're thinking about the company. And usually network marketing has registration, but then with Atomy, we have equal opportunity to be a part of Atomy because we have no joining fee. You saw the videos, you know this is such an important point, because this is usually what turns away people from joining businesses or situations or being a part of something, because of the joining fee. So people do all their best to move out of the joining fee section. Either they borrow people's account, be like, okay, you have the account, so I will pay part of it for you so that we can lower the joining fee. That's the same with Netflix, other companies or movie. You always have a family plan that kind of decreases the cost, so that you can just have it, that joining fee, at a lower and lower cost compared to what you do normally. So joining fee makes it quite difficult for people to be a part of the business. But then Atomy doesn't have that. But then maybe there's a catch. Usually network marketing business has a catch. So no joining fee, and then you have to automatically order products, or you have to pay a fee once a year, or whatever the thing is. There's something that goes behind the no joining fee. But then with Atomy, there's no annual fee, no starter package either, and no automatic ordering that you have to do, no payment that you have to do. So you right now, the opportunity to be part of Atomy is absolutely free. You might say, oh, the information that you need to put in costs on it, but then it's like registering with your email. You have to put some of the information in, and that is the same with Atomy, just basic information, because Atomy has a policy for one ID. One individual can only hold one ID, so there is certain verification that has to take place for that to be possible. So there is some information that you need to put in, but for the access to be able to be consumer and take the next step, something that Atomy is also striving for, above consumer satisfaction. That is where we go into the compensation plan. We understand that we are, as a consumer, able to access the shopping mall of Atomy, but then we also have an opportunity to be able to get money back from the effort that we put in to this business. So within Atomy, Atomy has a legal obligation and requirement or restriction of 35% of the total income sales to be given, to be able to give it to the distributors, so people like us, which is kind of equivalent to 70% of the total PV value. So products have a PV value, and that PV value is collected when we are purchasing products. So the total amount of PV value that everyone gets, 70% is the value that is equivalent to 35% of the total sales income of Atomy. So if you divide the 70%, we have general commission at 44, mastership bonus at 20, and education commission at 6%. So the education commission 6% is based on centers. So you want to talk to your center leaders to know more about that and how that exactly works. It's quite simple, but it is better to talk to them to know more details if you are interested in opening up a center. There's mastership bonus and education commission. That is the biggest portion of the income that we are able to make. And that is the one that we will be talking about today. So general commission, a very important step. This is the first one that you get to experience when you're making your first step in income. So there is the personal PV that we need to look at, and then there's a group PV that we need to look at. Group PV divided on left and right. As you can see here, the first level of commission that we can get is actually starts at personal PV at 10,000. But then if just by increasing your personal PV to 300K, you're able to receive the better commission, which is a 4-point value of 15, which is a roughly in Canadian dollars, around $65 currently. So you're able to get that amount of money from the general commission at the first level. So as you can see here in the graph, there's 300K PV on the left, 300K PV on the right. That's the layout that you need to do on a day-to-day basis to get this. But until you reach the first level of 300K, this PV does not disappear. This is a permanent collection until you reach that level. So if you on this date, the 3rd, you only have 100K PV, then tomorrow you can collect another 100, the day after that collect another 100 until you have 300 on that 3rd day to be able to get that commission. But usually, let's say you get a commission of 400 on each legs, then that will count as the 300K PV that day. But if you're able to, on a single day, get 700K PV on your left and right, you have the qualification to reach the 2nd level of mastership. So that 2nd level of general commission, which is at 700K each legs, and a personal PV of 700K as well. So from this stage, you basically understand that you have to collect 1.5 million PV for the next one, and a single day, 2.4 million in a single day, 6 million, 20 million, 50 million. Of course, you can get into a loophole of, oh, in a single day, you get 299,000. And then at the 2nd day, you fill in the rest of whatever out of the 50 million PV that you have left after putting in 299,000 PV the previous day, then you can perhaps get that. But then in the grand scheme of things, just doing it that way isn't very practical. So you wanted this to be an automatic transition and be able to happen on a day-to-day basis. Personal PV for the level, the 4th position of 2.4 million PV shows you that that's the limit. Personal PV wise, you don't need to add any more, and that is the cap position. And now Atomy for general commission, what is very vital is that we are a binary system. So there's 2 legs, as I said before, left and right, but we also have an infinite level system as well. So we are able to go through our legs an infinite amount downwards. Normally, you have a limit of only the lower 3 positions actually count for most of your PV, and then it decreases PV wise. But then the first person that you put under your left leg gives you 100% value of that PV for your leg. So does the next person, so does the next person, and it keeps on going down. This maximizes your potential to be able to receive general commission. So it is an infinite potential, because as your group grows bigger, your potential to get more PV is infinitely added into that line. So there is that position. So as you can see, there was a limit for the general commission at a certain point. So at that certain point, we call that the cap system for the general commission, which is the cap ceiling that we see here, which is a max income of roughly around, in Canada, $1,500 per day. For roughly monthly wise, it'll be $45,000, which is quite a lot of money in even a well-developed city like here. So the layout for this commission ceiling is that we want to grow sideways. Usually in a normal business, there's a potential high commission. Someone's making a top amount of money. But as the company gets bigger, as the consumer gets bigger, that potential high commission for that company is always going to grow bigger. Because the company is making more money, of course, the people on the top will make more money, right? So that top position keeps on getting bigger. But with Atomy, we have a cap system. Our level of the ceiling does not change. So while the triangle in the background grows bigger, for Atomy case, that is a widening growth, because that level of that triangle, we count the bottom section of it. So while most companies have many small amount of people making a lot of money, we have many people making the same amount of money, which is at $45,000, which is very a lot of money for our current economy. But then we also have a second form of income that we are able to access, which is the mastership bonus. And as you can see here, sales master is at 10%, and then it decreased to 5 to 1.2, 1%, 0.5%, 0.3% as you go up to 7 mastership of Atomy, starting from sales master, ending at imperial master. With this layout that you can see, this percentage is from based on the mastership bonus percentage of 20%. And from looking at that, you can see that large amount of portion, even you can say half of the amount that's distributed to the mastership is given to the sales masters to signify that Atomy supporting the early members, because they are the people who are working the hardest. They have the struggle. They're the ones that just about learning the system, getting to know it. They're on their own essentially, because they are on that sales master journey and no one underneath them at the moment. So there are early beginners that are struggling the most. As you go up, that percentage may decrease, but the amount of money you get is still quite a large amount. So how do you reach the mastership? First level of mastership that we need to look into is sales master, which is the mastership that is focused on the PV underneath you. Of course, I can point out that we do have semi-sales master coming up, so I'll just leave that. That will be something that we'll look into in another time. But for today, sales master. So you do need a personal PV of 700K PV, but personal PV are permanent. So once you reach 700K PV, you do not need to worry about that to receive multiple sales master position. So what that means is when you are reaching sales master, you need a personal PV of 700K PV, but a group PV of 2.5 million PV on your left and 2.5 million PV on your right. So with this certain amount of balance, there's a time frame that you need to have this 2.5 million PV. If there's 2.5 million PV or part of the 2.5 million PV is outside the time frame of the 1st to the 15th or the 16th to the end of the month, it does not count within the mastership. So if you look at your calendar and you put in 100,000 PV of your 2.5 million PV, on the 31st of the previous month, but you're working on the 1st to the 15th, that does not count. So you have to make sure your PV falls on the correct date. So from the 1st to the 15th or the 16th to the end of the month. This is a very important thing that we need to understand. And if we go by the correct calculation of 2.5 million PV with the general commission, so you're matching 300K PV each time, roughly at 8 to 9 times matching, then you're able to get around $500 for general commission, and then the mastership bonus for sales master position, roughly around 500. So around $1,000 every time you become a sales master. So there is also a promotional gift when you reach the sales master position for the first time, which is Hemuhem, the fame set, and the evening care set. This is an important thing to remember because as you go through promotion, this promotional gift gets even better. So remember that we need to keep it at the 1st to the 15th and then 16th to the end of the month when we're reaching for sales master, or not just sales master, but every mastership that we are looking into. So how do you go to the next mastership with anatomy, which is the diamond master? For diamond master, we need to have 2 sales masters on our left and then 2 sales masters on our right. So if you were a sales master, you just need to duplicate what you did and then have more individuals doing the same thing underneath you. 4 members doing the same position that you were doing. So you can teach them, you've done the sales master position, or you work together with people to do the sales master position. You can just duplicate that with your members underneath you and have people who want to reach sales master position and support them in doing so. And once you have them become successful to successfully reach sales master position, you become the diamond master. Promotional gift of, once again, a Hemwim fame set, evening care set, and then $1,000. So the price becomes a little bit better. So the pattern repeats. First position was sales master, which was having PV underneath you. But then for the next mastership from starting from diamond master, it is creating leaders underneath you with the same position. So if you are a sales master, creating 4 sales master to become diamond master. From diamond master, you need to have 2 diamond masters to go on to Shenrose masters. So it repeats 2 previous mastership to go to the next mastership. So Shenrose master will have 2 diamond masters on their left and right. Star masters will have 2 Shenrose masters on their left and right. And royal master will have 2 star masters on their left and right. Crown master will have 2 royal masters on their left and right. Imperial masters will have 2 crown masters on their left and right. Very simple, right? It's very simple, structured evenly, so that once you get to diamond master, you'll understand, oh, this is how I go to the next mastership. Quite simple and organized and very easy to understand. And promotional gifts, as you can see here from starting from Shenrose master, is the 2 travel ticket and $2,000, and then Star Master 4 travel ticket, $10,000, and it gets better and better and better as you get to the last mastership of Imperial Master. The goal that we are aiming for: 4 travel ticket, 1 driver, personal assistant, an office, $10,000 per month for sponsorship activities. So it's a credit card that you can use $10,000, and they refill it to $10,000 every single month. And then finally, $1 million in cash brought to you in a forklift. And this was the ultimate goal in when Atomy created this company. This was his vision, even when the company was poor and almost not certain of how far it'll go. Even during that time, he understood we will have a goal of $1 million, and 9 people have already reached this goal and are able to benefit from this. So it is possible. It is accomplishable dreams as long as we work towards it and take our steps slowly, because Atomy has took all of its effort to make that possible. The CEO and the company of Atomy brought 9 people, but their goal is much more, many individuals to be able to reach the Imperial Master. So the Atomy business has only just begun. and they use all of their powers to make education possible so that we can learn how to make that possible, and might not our income, but the company's effort and resource to have that possibility. So Zoom and YouTube, even the center meetings that we have, like today. So it is a dream that we need to work towards when we are working with Atomy to reach further, to support members, and Atomy does its best to support us as well. So thank you for listening. I hope it was good for you as well.
Thank you so much for that very precise and useful information there with the sales master Luke. And so let's just give him another round of applause for that. Like he said, we come here and we learn this, and it might seem a bit repetitive, but it is very important for us because, in order for you to grow this business, you have to bring people in, right? That's the ultimate truth of a network marketing business, right? But for us, we have the advantage because, we don't require a lot of the things that are the typical hurdles or kind of drawbacks of a regular networking marketing business. And the reason why we're all here is because we see that clearly. And in order for us to truly express that to everyone else out there, we have to study and learn what Atomy has to offer to its best so we can deliver it with the utmost accuracy, right? And so, yes, let's just once again thank our amazing sales master, and we'll go on to our leader's message. And I'd like to invite our star master, Myung Go.
네, 안녕하세요. 반갑습니다.
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you.
네, 한국에서 사업하고 있는 스타마스터 고명입니다.
I'm currently operating in Korea. My name is Star Master Myung Go.
네, 애터미 올해 그 사자성어가 일신, 우일신인데요.
일신, 우일신이 영어로 뭐죠?
바꾸죠.
Day by day, reward day by day.
Okay. Yeah. So it's meaning that our Atomy's year motto for the year is rewarded day by day.
네, 우리 영어 미팅에 들어와 보니까 실감하게 되는 것 같아요.
And so just being in this English meeting, I feel like I'm living that every day.
네, 많은 변화를 시도하고 있는 것이 보여지고 준비가 아주 철저한데 많은 사람들이 함께 하지 못하는 것이 굉장히 많이 아쉽습니다.
And so I can see that a lot of growth is happening, a lot of change is happening. It's just unfortunate that not as many people are here right now to join us, but hopefully so in the future.
네, 우리가 지금처럼 준비하고 있으면 앞으로 더 많은 사람들이 조인해서 들어올 것이라고 믿습니다.
And so I believe that as we are getting ready and we're prepared, the more prepared we are, the time when more people join us will be just as ready to receive them.
네, 이 자리에 있는 우리 모두는 애터미를 통해서 선한 부자를 꿈꾸고 있을 것이라고 믿습니다.
And so I believe that through this continuous meetings, that we will be able to reach that ultimate goal of success through Atomy.
네, 애터미 안에서 어떻게 하면 빠르게 성공할 수 있을까 모두가 생각하고 있을 거라고 생각합니다.
And so I believe that all of you are constantly thinking of what you can do to truly and quickly reach success through Atomy.
다행인 것은 애터미 안에서의 성공은 비법이 모두가 다 똑같다는 것입니다.
But the thing is that you have to not worry about is that everything in terms of its secrets and know-hows for Atomy is all the same.
성공자들이 자기만의 방법을 가지고 있는 것이 아니라 자기가 성공한 방법을 다 오픈한다라는 것이죠.
And so those who are at the very top, who are sharing these tips of success, they don't have their own techniques or styles, but rather they just follow the formats and they're just letting you know exactly what to do as well.
그래서 우리들은 그 성공자들이 가르쳐주는 방법대로 따라만 하면 된다고 생각합니다.
So I truly believe that we just have to follow our amazing leaders who have already paved the path to our success.
저는 오늘 새로운 것을 말하지 않을 것입니다.
And so today I won't share anything new.
우리가 그동안에 많이 들어왔고 들어왔던 것을 또다시 한번 리바이벌 하게 될 것 같습니다.
And so we have continuously came here week after week. And so I'll just cover something that we've already talked about before.
예, 애터미의 성공의 방법은 여러 가지가 있지만 오늘 제가 두 가지만 얘기하고 싶습니다.
So there's many different things in terms of how to succeed in Atomy, but I would like to talk about the two.
그 중에 하나는요. 우리가 많은 성공자들의 이야기를 들어보면 공통점을 찾을 것입니다. 그 중에 가장 큰 것이 시스템에 빠지지 않았다라는 것을 알 수 있을 것입니다.
And so if we see a lot of the people that are truly successful in Atomy, they all have one thing in common, which is that they've never missed the system and being a part of the system meetings.
네, 시스템에 우리가 처음 참석해 보면 굉장히 희열을 느끼고 기대감을 많이 갖습니다.
And so anyone, when they first attend these system meetings, they gain a sense of hope, a sense of longing for success.
그런데 두 번 참석하고 세 번 참석하고 거듭될수록 굉장한 지루함을 또한 느끼게 됩니다.
But over time, while coming to these meetings over and over again, you'll start to experience being exhausted or tired of listening to these meetings.
나 이거 다 아는 건데 차라리 이 시간에 나는 고객 한 명을 더 만나고 제품 하나를 더 전달하는 것이 성공이 더 빠를 것이라고 생각이 듭니다.
And so you might think that, oh, I already know all this. Instead, I'm going to go out and meet people and deliver products. That would be utilizing my time more wisely.
저 또한 사업 초기에 그런 실수를 범했습니다.
And so even myself, I made that kind of common mistake.
애터미 화장품을 전달해야 되니 나는 피부에 대해서 공부를 좀 해야 될 것 같아 라고 피부관리사 공부도 했습니다.
And so instead of delivering Atomy's products, I said, oh, I should learn more about how to manage and make points and manage my PV.
그러는 와중에 스폰서에게 뭐 물을 것이 있어서 전화하면 스폰서님은 세미나에 가 계시는 거예요.
And so in that time, when I asked my sponsor about those, trying to ask them about the question, they were already at a seminar.
많은 시간을 그렇게 허비하기도 했습니다.
And so I wasted a lot of time and precious time on those simple things.
이 이야기는 굉장히 유명한 이야기인데요.
And so this is a very famous saying.
김연숙 임페리얼님이 몸이 너무 아파서 오늘 세미나 참석이 어렵다라고 스폰서 이덕우 임페리얼님에게 이야기를 합니다.
And so Kim Young-suk Imperial called to her sponsor Lee Daegu and told them, oh, I cannot attend this meeting, a seminar, because I'm very sick today.
그러냐? 그럼 오늘 하루 쉬어라가 아니고 죽어도 세미나에 와서 죽어라라고 말했다고 합니다.
And so her sponsor, instead of saying, oh, okay, you're sick, okay, don't worry about it, she said, you have to, if you're gonna die, you have to die at the seminar.
그때는 좀 서운했을 거라고 생각이 들지만 그럼에도 불구하고 김현숙 임페리얼님은 스폰서의 말씀에 따라서 세미나에 참석을 했다고 합니다.
So even though she might have felt a bit hurt from what the sponsor said, she listened to her sponsor and attended the seminar.
우리의 성공을 가장 바라는 사람은 부모보다도 형제보다도 아마도 스폰서님이 더 바랄 것입니다.
And that's because the people that want us to be the most successful is not our family members or friends, but our own very own sponsors.
스폰서들은 가장 잘 될 수 있는 방법을 이야기하지 실패하는 방법을 이야기하지 않습니다.
So sponsors will try to tell you the methods that will gain you the quickest method of success and won't try to steer you away from failure.
때로 스폰서의 말이 나의 생각과 다를 수 있습니다.
However, there's times when what the sponsor says can be different from what your own thoughts are.
하지만 스폰서의 말을 따라해 본다면 반드시 성공은 빨라질 것이라고 생각합니다.
However, if you do listen to your sponsors and give it a try, then you could still gain a lot of knowledge and potential success from that as well.
예, 또 하나는 제품 애용을 말하고 싶습니다.
And so the second thing is that you have to use and love the products.
애터미는 굉장히 정직한 일이라고 생각합니다.
And so I believe that Atomy is a very righteous work.
내가 경험해 보지 않는 것들을 소비자에게 말하는 것은 굉장히 힘이 듭니다.
And so being able to share products that you've had no experience about is very difficult.
그런데 내가 경험해 본 것에 대해서 또 품질 대비 가격이 저렴하다고 느껴진 것들에 대해서는 자연스럽게 이야기하게 됩니다.
But if you've experienced the products and how great they are and compare the cost to quality ratio, then naturally good things will come out of your mouth when you share the products.
여러분들은 애터미 사업을 하면서 어떨 때 가장 즐거운가요?
And so I want to ask you, when you're doing Atomy, are you the most happiest?
저는 애터미 제품을 이야기할 때가 굉장히 즐거워요.
For me, it's when I'm talking about Atomy products.
그가 이 제품을 사고 안 사고를 떠나서 나의 입술이 애터미 제품에 대해서 이야기할 때는 굉장히 힘이 납니다.
Regardless of whether that person purchases the product or not, whenever I talk about Atomy, I feel like a lot of love and energy is coming from me.
제품 애용이라는 것은 그냥 날마다 먹고 쓰는 것에 더해서 제품에 대해서 공부할 필요가 있다고 생각합니다.
And so when you truly love and use the products, besides just using it, you have to at least study a little bit about the products as well.
특별히 타사의 제품과 비교해 볼 수 있다면 아마 애터미의 절대 품질과 절대 가격에 대해서 더 많이 느낄 수 있을 것입니다.
And especially if you compare Atomy's products to what's already out there in the market, then you'll experience even more of a true understanding of the meaning behind the absolute quality, absolute price.
최근에 애터미 울트라 리치 바디 크림 비교를 해봤는데요.
And so recently I compared the Atomy's Ultra Rich Body Cream.
네, 바디 크림의 조건은 보습이죠.
And so the condition of the body cream is its richness.
보습은 시어버터가 굉장히 중요한 것 같아요.
And so for the cream, it has to be, for the base is shea butter is very important.
시어버터 25% 똑같은 조건의 가격이 애터미 13,800원, 타사 거 59,000원 이었습니다.
And so for Atomy shea butter, which includes the same amount as those high-end brands of 25%, came up to around 캐네디안 달러로 13,000 얼마로 나오죠? 지금
한국 돈 얼마라고요?
13,800원.
13,800원이요.
네, 캐나다 달러 그냥 얘기하시면 돼요. 13,800.
그게
똑같이.
캐네디안 달러로는 말이 안 되는데. 1380.
$13.
13, so around $13 compared to the market price of the same quality came up to around almost $55, $60.
거의 이 4배 차이가 나더라고. 4배 차이.
And so almost 4 times the cost of the market from what its market's worth.
이걸 확인하고 나면 마음이 막 뛰어요. 이거를 알려줘야 되겠다라는 생각이죠.
And so once I realized this, I really feel excited to share this with people because I want them to know how great this is.
또 하나는 터마신이었는데요. 터마신, 관절에 좋은 거.
And so another one is the Atomy's Termacin, which is very good for your joint pains.
똑같은 조건의 것이었고 애터미 39,800원, 타사 21만 원.
And so for Atomy, it comes out to around $40, including currency. Then for the original, like on market price for competitors, almost close to 120, 110.
네, 이런 식으로 내가 직접 그 절대 품질, 절대 가격 듣고 경험도 하지만 타사 제품과 이렇게 비교해 볼 때 제품의 확신과 또 이 제품에 대한 사랑과 또 빨리 알려주고자 하는 이런 열정이 보여지는 것을 느끼게 되었습니다.
And so if you go out there and compare what's available out in the market compared to Atomy's products, then you'll start to realize and see how great they are in terms of price point and quality. And that will generate natural confidence in Atomy and love for Atomy's products.
네, 그래서 정말 이 제품을 애용하고 또 연구하고 비교해보고 이런 것들이 함께 한다면 우리가 애터미 일을 더 즐겁게 신나게 할 수 있을 것이라고 생각합니다.
And so I believe that if we continuously use and love these products and share them, then we can really enjoy our time when we share and deliver these products to our friends and family.
하나만 더 말을 한다면 이 깔끔한 외모에 대해서 덧붙이고 싶습니다.
And if I want to add one more thing, is to have a clean and neat, tidy appearance.
네, 사람들이 우리를 볼 때 뭔가 일하는 사람이구나 또는 뭔가 전문성이 느껴질 수 있도록 우리의 깔끔한 외모는 절대적으로 필요하다고 생각합니다.
And so I believe that this is important so that way when people see us, then they'll realize that, oh, they're a professional and they carry themselves with much confidence and dignity.
네, 그래서 그 윈스턴 처칠이라는 사람이 작은 태도의 차이가 큰 결과의 차이를 만들어낸다라고 말했다고 해요.
And so there was a saying by Winston Churchill. He said that a small movement of a wave can create a large wave of effects.
애터미의 성공은 개인의 능력보다도 이 태도가 굉장히 중요하다고 생각합니다.
And so I believe that the true success of Atomy is that besides the point of your own success is that your own attitude and the way you carry yourself in this business.
내가 보고 들은 것들에 대해서 따라 해보려고 하는 이 작은 태도의 변화가 우리의 성공의 차이를 가져올 것이라고 생각합니다.
And so if you start to inhabit these different small things that your sponsors and leaders and different people say, then you will start to see change within your lifestyle.
네, 그래서 우리를 날마다 체크해 볼 수 있는 것은 A코어의 실천이 아닌가 생각합니다.
And so a good way to see how much you've progressed is through the 8 core.
예, 때로 그것을 완벽하게 다 할 수 없어도 날마다 그것을 하려고 노력하는 자세는 굉장히 중요하다고 생각합니다.
And so you might not always be able to achieve all the things in your 8 core, but just the method of working hard to even achieve half or even more is what differentiates between those who succeed and those who don't.
네, 지금 하고 있는 팀들도 있는 것으로 알고 있는데 하고 있지 않다면 새로운 마음으로 새롭게 시작해 보는 것을 권해드리고 싶습니다.
And so I know that there are some teams that are doing it and some who aren't. And so if you aren't doing it, then please, I urge you to try it out and give yourself this challenge.
매일 새로운 마음으로 나는 할 수 있다, 나는 해내겠다라는 다짐과 함께 매일매일 우리가 꾸준히 진행한다면 우리 모두는 반드시 성공할 것입니다.
And so if you go about every day with the mentality that, oh, I want to succeed and I'm going to change myself, then you'll start to see that change and see your success.
우리 반드시 성공할 때까지 인내합시다. See you at the top. 감사합니다.
And so I hope that we continue to work hard and be consistent until we reach the very top. And so see you all there at the top. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for our amazing leader's message, Star Master Myung-go. As she said, that this is a very amazing business and not a lot of difficult things that you need to do. You just have to follow what Atomy has already set in terms of guidelines and on how to succeed. And your sponsors are already there paving that road ahead. So you just have to follow their advice in order for you to gain that success. And so I hope that all of you have gained some new information and kind of refreshed your memories of what you've already known. And we'll end it off today with our company motto, and then we'll take a quick picture and end it off there. So let me just share this. And if you could all just open your mics and say the company motto along with me. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's begin. Cherish the spirit,
Cherish the spirit,
create the vision,
create the vision,
follow the
follow
faith,
the faith,
serve
serve
in
in
humility.
humility.
Ja,
Ja.
aja.
자,
Okay, so we'll just take a quick picture and then we'll be done for today.
Okay, Luke, can you take a picture?
Yep. Hold on. Print screen. Okay, I'm ready. So on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
everyone.
thank you, everybody.
you.
Bye.
네,
See you all next
수고하셨습니다.
week.
Thank you.
See you all next week. Thank you so much.
네,
Bye
수고하셨습니다.
bye.
올려놓을게요.
바이.
See you everybody.
안녕하세요.
Bye.
네.
네.